Hello and welcome to another episode of Nerd BS. I'm Alan, and we are on episode 206, season 2, episode 6. It's April 11th. It is a Tuesday now because that's what we've decided. And I am joined by two friends of mine. We have Tomas over there in the corner,
Hey, what's up, everybody?
and then we have Kyle right there as well. I don't know why I'm like asking like you're in the room.
Like we're sitting right next to
And he
each other.
walks into the house.
Huzzah! Yeah, hello everyone.
Anyways, so you guys done anything cool this week? I don't know. I'm trying to think of some things I did that
Guys
were
have fun
exciting.
For Easter, you guys do anything for Easter? We didn't do anything
Oh,
for Easter, but maybe you
oh,
guys did.
Easter. Yeah, we had like a birthday party. It was like a birthday party thing because my sister-in-law got married this last weekend. And not last
I saw
weekend.
the pictures.
Last Monday, not this Monday. Yeah, you saw the picture.
Married on a Monday?
Married on a Monday. Yeah, that's a title of a book. I don't know if it is. It probably is. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
It will be now. It will be now.
It flows. I think that flows. But yes, it was a Monday. It was the first time we've actually done a wedding in the camp I work at, so that was interesting. It did well. I mean, it did well. It was kind of, we were like on the edge of getting snow. Like we got some snow, enough that it did stick a little bit. And I think it scared people away because they invited like 120 people or something. And I think we only had we had like maybe 40, 50 tops. So I think the snow was kind of scaring people away. So that was interesting.
120 people is a lot of people.
That's a lot. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of people, but like not a lot of people came. I
mean, yeah. I remember planning for the wedding. You over plan because a bunch aren't going to come, even if they say they are, which is a crazy thing.
Yeah, especially when it's up here in the snow. Like once we saw the snow, like even the bride was, basically saying, like I at this moment I hope people don't come. I think we only need a handful. I think everybody I really care about is like here. So it's cool. Fine.
Congrats to them.
Yes, of course. Beautiful ceremony. And then for Easter, I guess my mother-in-law decided that she was like, all right, we have 2 birthdays and Easter this month. I want them out of the way. So we're doing them on one day and then we're done for the month. No, that's not exactly how she said it, but that's kind of where I'm putting it out because it felt forced. Because it's like the weekend after we had this big wedding, we worked like 3 days doing it, and then so we're all exhausted. Like, you want to do another party? What? Wow. What is this? Yeah. We just partied. So
keep it going.
Luckily, it was a lot more mild than a wedding, but still, it was fun. Just some hot dogs, hamburgers. Played Mexican Train, which I've never played before. It's like a dominoes game.
Dude, that game is great. I played it for the first time a few years ago. It's actually really fun.
I played it for the first time then, and I thought it was fine. I won, so I'm retiring. I'm officially retiring from the game. But I'm going undefeated, so I guess I don't have to worry about it anymore. If anybody asks, sorry, I can't. Don't want to ruin my record.
It's a fun game. I was surprised.
It was all right. It was fun.
Surprised.
It was definitely. It lasts long. It lasts a little too long, in my opinion. It's like what 14, 15 rounds. I don't know. It was long.
I like that though. I get tired of the games that you go 2 rounds. You're like, oh, that's it. Like unless you're in that setting, where you only have half an hour. But I like the long. Sit down, have a couple drink games. I love it.
I do. Yeah, I do get it because it's like it's a game. It's not too complicated, so you can just kind of play and force everybody to sit at a table. And because it's not like there's not too much thinking involved, you can also just have conversations. It's basically a game to surround, to just involve people while they converse to get people to the table, which is, I think it worked in that regard. Because some games I know it's like there's like 5 million rules, and you're just like having to teach people rules, and people
Oh
are like
yeah.
trying to be quiet, and like you don't have a lot of time to talk because you start forgetting what to do on your turn, and yeah, it's just it gets a bit much. But this is an easy one. It's like an easy version of like poker. Anyways, I've been kind of rambling on. What did you guys do for Easter? Anything exciting?
Oh, like I said, we didn't really do anything. We had Imogen's mom here, and the day before Easter, we went out to Joshua Tree because we thought on Easter it'd be packed. But that's about all we did. Just some hikes around
Wait, you
Joshua
went
Tree.
to Joshua Tree because you thought it would be packed?
No, because we thought it would be packed on Easter, so we went the day before Easter.
Oh, okay. I thought you said we thought it would be packed on Easter, so we went on
No,
Easter. It's like that's a
no,
weird
no.
way,
Yeah.
a weird reason to go. But I mean,
Just
to
wanted
each
to
their own.
bump elbows with everybody. That's
Yeah,
what Tomas likes.
I just want to be in a crowd of people in the desert. That's what I want to do
Oh my
today.
that's what I
gosh.
like.
Yeah, on a hot day. It was a hot day on
Yeah, it was
Easter.
pretty hot.
It's been getting warm. I just opened my window. This is
Mhm.
the first time. I was sitting here about to talk to you guys, and I cracked the door because I'm like right next to like a sliding glass door, and so I cracked it
Mhm.
open because I was getting pretty hot, and like
Yeah,
then the breeze came in, and I was like, oh, that's a bit colder than I was expecting.
That sounds
Yeah.
nice because it was warm last couple days here.
mhm.
I know. Sarah was telling me because she's been going down the hill mainly to take Skylar to school and whatnot, and she was telling me the last 2 guys are in the 90s. It was at least that's what she was saying.
High 80s.
High 80s.
Yeah.
Still extremely hot compared to what we've been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too far of a jump, right? Like it's not terrible, but when you're going from 60s, for a couple months, let's ease into it.
Ease me into it.
Yeah, we did some stuff for Easter. I actually watched Jesus Christ Superstar the night before for the first time. I'd never seen that movie before.
It's a good one to watch.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it in a long time. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I had never seen it, but so the deal was my sister and her wife came over and stayed with us for the weekend. The deal was they go to church with us, and I had to watch that movie with them the night before, which it was interesting. It was a thing. It was better than I thought. I was expecting it to be super fruity, like just all singing and dancing the whole time, which it is constantly singing, but it was actually pretty good. Surprisingly good. And then church was great, and the kids did their Easter egg hunt. Like we have the kids that we have, they're at the age where it's like they're still trying to figure out what Easter is. Like there's a bunny that comes and hides these eggs, and they're filled with toys and candy. So it's just great watching them run around and find eggs and stuff. So that was great.
That sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds a lot of fun. Those are the fun times on Easter. I remember those times when my son and his cousin were much younger. It was way more exciting. When you're fresh, when you're not really a fresh parent, but you're still there in the young age, and so they're way more excited about all this stuff.
Yeah, it's a joyful time. It's so tiring. I'm sure I've said this before, but
oh yeah, of course,
it's so much joy. It just lights up your day.
Good. I can't imagine having 2 kids, but I respect
you
for it because it's a lot of work, I'm sure.
You think you know it, right? You're like, it's going to be hard, but you're like, we've done this already. And then it just feels like you don't know anything because they're so different. Like just all their habits, their sleep schedule's different. It's like, this is not like the first one. Be like the first one. But yeah, so nice. I can't imagine having more. Like I want another one, but I don't know. I might just die, and I don't even have to give birth to it.
Oh no, yeah, I couldn't.
My wife said no.
Yeah, especially now for me, it's like, well, I'm already my son's like 15 now, so I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I got it fixed anyways, so I was like, no,
you'd be like that. You'd be like the weird uncle brother kind of situation.
Yeah.
You guys could, but I get you. Like,
it'd be physically possible, Well, not anymore. I mean,
Oh
unless I
wait.
go
Oh
try to
yeah.
get, yeah, it's not physically possible anymore for me, unless I go get that undone, which that's not even a guaranteed fix. They
Oh
basically
yeah.
told me that they're like, I mean, you can, but there's not a good chance either. So
But like,
I mean,
if
yeah,
you don't want to do it, just tell
you're kind
us.
of crossing your fingers, yeah, if you're gonna try to get it fixed and undone.
Yeah. I'm
So
supposed to do that too. I forgot. I keep putting it off somehow. I don't know why. It
it
keeps slipping my mind. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing.
medical procedures are just a pain. Like it took me like
Oh my
6
gosh, I
months
know.
to a year to like set everything up, go to the right doctor, do all the all the different things. So
Yeah. Oh
it
yeah.
always takes a while. It's just exhausting how long it takes. But then once you get going, it's whatever. But that's medical insurance or medical stuff.
And this is the Medical
Yeah,
BS podcast.
I don't
So
even.
thank you
Yeah,
for joining us.
we'll get real
Yeah.
the nitty gritty right after this. We do
We
have some
got
social stuff.
Yep.
I've been hanging out on Twitter a lot recently, so I haven't really been posting a lot,
Oh
but
yeah.
I've been lurking around a lot.
You just scroll in there. What do you do?
Just scroll and
You
like
comment?
things and watch vinyl drops or whatever else, whatever
Oh,
drops
I got you.
going around. Yeah, and then I started trying to comment stuff, but I just haven't done as much. But we have one at nerd_BS. I have one at ScadMatrix. We have an email at not at, but nerdbackstory at gmail.com. And contact any of those, and you can get into our Discord, which we also have a link for down in the description. This one won't be video, but we've been experimenting with it, so we'll see where we go from here. But
I was gonna
yeah,
ask.
so
Yeah, it's not happening.
I just couldn't, because we had a lot of issues with the other videos, and I'm gonna have to find a different way to do it. I'm still
Copy.
brainstorming, but then I got busy as well, so that didn't help. But I gotta think of some better ideas because it
I
wasn't
know
working as well as I thought.
Tomas is so pissed. He has his suit on. He's got a
No.
tie.
Oh man,
He's got the green screen in the background.
No.
damn!
No.
I mean, we can flip it back on maybe.
No, I'm gonna.
I mean, I'm
no,
not
we're
exactly
good.
presentable, but I'll do it.
No, we're good. We're good. I'll take my mask off.
So I have to put this over on our OnlyFans.
Whoa.
All right, why don't we go with Tomas since he's so excited, and then we'll finish off with Kyle.
Well, I have a Twitter and Instagram. Both of them are the same at TomasFDiaz86. I also have a website, TomasFDiaz.com. It's where I post all my short stories, my world building, anything like that. So come check it out.
And if you follow our actual Twitter, I say actual Twitter, Nerd BS. I've been
the fake one?
reposting them as well. Not the fake one. Don't follow the
Yeah.
fake one. That's a trick. The real one though. Go, Kyle, before I say anything else.
Yeah, the ghost account. Yeah, so you've been on Twitter. I've actually been on Instagram a lot, pretty much doing what you do, scrolling. I just find that with my business of selling video games, Instagram works a little bit better because it's picture based. But I haven't been posting either. Yeah, right. And you can do videos and stuff, but
yeah.
And there's a really big community of retro game collectors on there. So just trying to comment more and network with people on there. It's at Sky Boston Video Games, if anyone was wondering. And but I find it hard to post. I don't know. I think my standards have gone up too high for what I want to post. And I should just start posting stuff more just to, because I get way more engagement the more posts I put out there.
Yeah, I just post my short stories though. I don't have the heart or the energy to go on there
for content.
I'm on the opposite end of you, Kyle. I've always been really picky on what I post, and I need to not be so picky because I see people with spelling errors and stuff, and I laugh at people. Yeah, I know, that's what I was saying. But you said you started it sounds like you started not being able to do more, and now you're having issues because you want to be in them better, right?
Yeah. I used to do it just all the time, and
I need to just post.
don't follow through with ideas, but anyways, we could save that for the soapbox.
For sure. Well, I decided to go to the movies a lot recently because apparently everything came out, and I don't know.
Fell
I
back
don't
in
even
love.
really like the video. If I felt
But
back in love.
wait, Alan, I thought you hate the theaters.
I actually do hate the
Nice.
theaters, and this did not change that. To be completely honest,
Do you not just get like a beer or two when you go? Just
I
to
got a
Yeah,
beer during Mario Brothers because I didn't care.
and that doesn't
And
help.
John, it helps, but I usually end up starting to get sleepy or tired.
Yeah, I was gonna say it just puts me to
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah. So I just, or I have to pee at some point. So I'm
Yeah,
just like,
oh,
I don't really like
guaranteed.
that either. I don't know. I still don't like it, and I honestly, if they would have just done this stuff, on the VOD, I probably would have just done that instead.
Yeah,
But
I'm kind of
that's
mad they
not an
aren't
option.
because it's just
Yeah, I really
not.
liked it. Mhm.
I want to go to the theaters, and it's not in the cards. At least not as much as you
Yeah,
have been able to go.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised they're not doing it as much. I saw that they put Shazam up like for rent pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
that's what Pick was saying, and I didn't even really care about seeing Shazam, but because they did that, I was like,
That's
maybe I
why.
will now.
Did you check it out or
Maybe
no?
that's fine. No, not yet. I just haven't had
Oh, I
time to
see.
do it yet. But I when he said that, I was like, oh man. I also saw that I think Cocaine Bear was on VOD, so
yeah,
yeah.
Imogen
as
and
well
I,
on Voodoo.
Imogen and I want to see that.
Yeah, we all knew
I've heard-
that
I've
was
heard-
coming straight.
I've heard average things. I've heard like it's all right.
I mean, it's for the craziness, right? Like that's what you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
for the craziness. Like,
It's
know what you're
based off a
getting
true
into.
story, kinda.
yeah, but I don't know if they actually have footage of the
Do you
bear
know what the
going
true
nuts
story
on
is?
cocaine.
Yeah, they found a bear that was surrounded by cocaine and had a heart attack. That's the story.
Yeah,
That was it.
nothing else happened. But
Nothing else happened. He
I
just
like the
died.
idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Tomas was saying. I like the idea of what craziness could have happened in between.
Exactly.
So
But
yeah, we'll do a full cast on that one next
I
recording.
would love to do that. I do like the movie cast. So, but we'll get back to
I
that
do
later
too. We'll have to
with a
try
good
that.
focus. But John Wick 4, I saw it. It's great. It's wonderful. Best John Wick. If you like John Wick and seen the other John Wicks, it's
Wow.
3 hours long, I think, which is a bit rough.
No.
But it does not disappoint. I'll tell you that.
Really?
They
Yeah.
just jam everything in there, and the time flew by because I didn't even
It
know. I was
doesn't-
like,
It doesn't get repetitive though with 3 hours
No.
of it.
dude,
Really?
they do so much in this one. They pull out all the stops. Like it is fantastic. Like
I'm gonna
they
guess, with 3
really,
hours.
yeah. I think Keanu Reeves. I think I heard he had 5 stunt doubles for the movie, which is
Jeez
insane.
Louise.
But it's a nonstop like action movie, and if you've been following and are into the lore of the movies, it has a great grand finale for the John Wick story.
I just think it's great
which is
that
amazing.
even at this like stage of his career, he's getting up there in age, that he's still able to
definitely-
pull off a 4-movie series, like, and they just keep getting better. Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
well, it is definitely a movie that suits his style of acting, and I'm glad that he's just
Yeah.
kind of embraced it.
I heard that. Okay, so they didn't want to cut. He didn't want to cut a lot, but apparently a lot of the stuff he did cut was John Wick lines. Like he
Oh, yeah.
wanted to keep
Really?
John Wick's lines, or because his dialogue at like a minimum of like 200 or something words. Like he doesn't say a lot in the movie,
what?
and
Dude?
that's all
Yeah.
the movies. He doesn't really say a lot.
Yeah,
He's very short.
That's a reply post for my college courses. Like 200 words.
I don't remember if that was the exact number, but I remember I heard about that they did editing for it because it's 3 hours. But there were some people were asking like, well, what did you edit? And it was like, well, a lot of it was any John Wick dialogue that didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
So it's a
Is,
drama film, is what you're telling me. It's
It's
just a
very
dramatic.
very engrossing. but
Dramatic flick
but
with just a lot of romance and slow talking conversations
slow
about.
talking conversation.
Yeah.
Donnie Yen was fantastic. So if you like
Oh
Donnie
yeah,
Yen, he's in it.
Of course.
He is he's
I do like Donnie Yen.
he always is fantastic, and he's again awesome. He's hilarious as well. He has those great lines. He reminded me a lot of his character he played in Rogue One. So,
Okay.
which is interesting.
What the heck's his name in that? Totally,
I
the
don't
blind
remember
guy.
what it was. Yes, yeah. He's also blind in this movie too.
Really?
You find that out. Yeah, you find that out really quick.
Actually, he's
I like to
blind in
spoil it.
real life. Did you guys? No, not really. I'm just kidding.
I know he's not, but that wouldn't surprise me. I was
Oh, it
thinking about it when I
happened.
watched it. I was like, wait, is he like just like playing blind people, like, or is this just a coincidence?
It was a
Seems weird.
stunt they did, and he got acid in his eyes. So now
Oh
he's.
no.
I was just kidding.
Oh, and also there is an after credit scene, so I didn't know that. I'm just letting you guys know.
Oh, did you leave?
I left, yes, and I found out later there was an after credit scene.
You'll just look it up, I'm sure. But that's a bummer.
I looked up
I
what
hate that.
happened, and I was like, oh, that's yeah, it was kind of a bummer.
So they went back to the Matrix. Is what you're
They
telling
went
me.
back to that's what it is. You got it. They
Spoilers. Sorry.
You see John Wick just wake up and he's like in raggedy clothes, and because they pulled his cord.
Trinity.
Pull this cord.
the cord in the back of the neck.
Yeah,
Right?
I totally forgot about that.
Okay.
Just the way he said it, all nonchalant. Pulled his cord. He's awake now.
He's awake. All right, and I also saw Dungeons and Dragons. I actually texted you. I was talking to you in the chat, Tomas, and I remember you said that you were saving your movie experience for Dungeons and Dragons, and I was actually getting annoyed because I just saw John Wick, and I was like, that's a stupid decision. John Wick's such a better choice.
There's no way.
Why
Yeah,
you'd waste your time. As I was sitting in the theater, Dungeons and Dragons, I was thinking this. I was gonna say something, but I didn't. I was like, maybe I should not say something because I'm not gonna just screw up his. This is his decision, not mine. He hasn't seen either of them, so whatever.
That's your duty. That's your duty as part of this community. To mess up his decision, really make him think about it.
But I saw Dungeons and Dragons, and it was also phenomenal. It was also great. I would easily say it's on par with John Wick in quality. It's a fun movie. If you're a Dungeons and Dragons fan, you're really going to enjoy it. There's a whole background shtick at the beginning, which I thought was hilarious because it kind of really takes a jab at how everybody has these elaborate backgrounds, and they're trying to, and the DM's always trying to weave them into the story, which I thought was pretty funny. And so it's got a lot of great humor, a lot of good action and adventure, and it's just a fun movie. I just thought it was a great time. I can't wait to watch it again too because I thought it was really good.
I'm surprised, to be honest, that it was good because the movie, even with that brand, it has not a good history, but enough time has passed, and it seems like they're just movies in general are starting to kind of wake up, like people that are making movies, I should say, to how to do fanfare a little bit, and we've been complaining about Marvel a little bit, but outside of that, it sounds like, movies are kind of up on the swing of what just makes a good movie.
Some of my thing about Marvel, though, also because you brought up how some of my thing about Marvel, though, is I honestly wonder if I don't like not a lot of the new Marvel content because I've never been interested in these Marvel heroes. I've never really cared for She-Hulk. I never really cared for Miss Marvel.
They've gone down in quality too. Yeah, so it's not just you, but yeah, it's
because I'm also. Because I realized when I was seeing posts for the new Daredevil coming out and stuff like that.
But then you liked Ragnarok too, which threw me off because Ragnarok felt really weird.
I did, but I went into Ragnarok with absolutely no expectations on Marvel anymore. I guess. And I laughed and I ate my popcorn and I drank my drink.
I cried.
And I was happy.
Yeah, but I'm just glad to hear that Dungeons and Dragons, and did we talk about this last time? The Everything Everywhere All at Once. That one one picture
Yeah,
of the
I've been meaning
year.
to watch that. I keep meaning to
Dude,
just go
I told
watch
you
it.
guys last year
I know you
to
did,
watch
and
that.
I kept meaning to, and every time you told me about it, I would like look it up, trying to find it, and it was like the only way I could find it was to either rent it. Now you can't even rent it. It's
Now,
probably because of the
yeah,
Oscars.
yeah.
You
Now
have
you
to
got to
buy it.
pay. Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta pay to watch it, which is like, oh my
dude. I
goodness,
think it was free when I watched it. I think it was just on Prime or something too.
which is crazy because I wish I would have figured that out, but whatever.
Well, I
Because I've heard
I'd
good
tell
things.
you, but
You did,
Yeah,
you did, you
yeah.
did. Yeah.
the real point is, I'm glad to see movies like that, and even with a name brand like Dungeons and Dragons does
Mhm.
good fanfare, like you're saying, has a good story, and you get one of the Chris's in there, one of the
Yeah.
One of the Chris's, yeah.
5 Chris's or whatever. So that's cool. I'm glad. I thought it was going to be
Yeah.
terrible. I was
I
expecting
was really
bad
worried.
things.
Yeah.
That's what I did too. I actually also thought it was going to be terrible. I went into it with a very low expectations, even though I kept because I was actually scrolling through Twitter a lot. Even though I kept seeing like critic reviews are up in the 90s, and then like a week later or whatever, it's like audience
nothing.
reviews in the 90s, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. This makes
That's
no
it.
sense.
It's been review bombed. There's no way.
Yeah, there's something wrong here.
Yeah, the
And then,
algorithm's messed up.
but I could see that does hold merit for sure.
That's
And
cool.
now that we've given praise to new good movies, I also saw Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers, and
The new one.
I mean, it's a kids movie, so I don't want to give it too much crap because at the end of the day, it's definitely exactly what it
geared
is
for kids. Yeah,
it was
I think
not for me.
I think that's kind of where we got to start taking these Marvel movies and Star Wars movies too. It's like it's not really geared for us, even though they're kind of marketing it for us, and maybe some of the shows are more adult. But yeah, it's for kids, and I'm seeing good stuff. It broke some records for animated film, right?
Breaking records, yeah. There's a lot of people going to see it. I've been hearing even pretty decent things, surprisingly. I thought the voice acting was pretty subpar. We're definitely getting to the point, maybe not getting to the point, maybe because I've been watching a lot of kids movies, but all these star-studded voice acting movies. I mean, I feel like we should start getting voice actors to do them. And I think one of you guys was saying that a while ago, to do voice acting, because Jack Black did pretty good, I'll say, and then Keegan-Michael Key, he also did really good.
Yeah.
Who does he play?
But, he plays Toad. So
Nice.
So they were probably the highlights, but everybody else kind of felt like they kind of hashed in. I was just like, okay, whatever.
Seth Rogen, it was a terrible choice.
Yeah, he was.
I haven't seen the movie.
His laugh is starting to bug me now. It used to not
Oh,
bother me.
No,
Now it's
I
like,
was
over the
noticing that
years,
too.
it's starting to bug me. It's like they're really focusing on it, and it's really bothering me.
Yeah, like we don't need. He just in general bothers me now, and I used to love him. Like I used to think he was super funny and talented, and now I don't know. I guess washed up is like the last few projects he's been on, and I haven't seen this movie, but I did see him in Lion King, or listen to him in that Lion King remake, and it was so just it takes you out of it. You're like, dude, this voice doesn't work for animated anything.
Yeah, because they're not voice actors; they're just actors, and it just makes no sense.
Yeah.
He's a comedian, right? I don't even know what he is. Actually, he's an actor. I think he's a comedic actor.
I think he's like a producer.
Director, producer.
Well, he's mainly a producer. Yeah, he produces a lot of really good stuff. To be honest, he's a great producer.
I don't know. See, that's where I would disagree.
I mean, I think most things I've seen that he's produced, I really enjoyed. So that's just me.
There was a time
Preacher,
when I would.
The Boys. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie looks pretty good, but I haven't seen it. It hasn't come out yet.
I was excited until I saw he was involved. I'm just telling you how like I used to love this guy, like everything he was attached to, and now I'm like, I don't know. It's been too many misses. Just check out that terrible claymation holiday movie he did, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, don't just maybe
don't check it out.
Don't do it. Don't watch it. But anyways. I surprised you said that because, I mean, I guess that was everyone's concern with Chris Pratt too, and Even Charlie Day, right? Wasn't he Luigi?
Yeah, I don't know why he was there. I mean, it's weird. It's hard. It's hard to explain. I don't know. It just felt really weird. Like I even like him as a person. Like I like
Right.
the stuff he's been in and everything. But in that movie, I was just like, why are you here? Why is there not somebody else that could have done this better? Because everybody else just felt like they're just hashing in it, and like then they went through and post and just like deepened or lowered their voice.
Yeah,
that's all it felt like, and I was just like, okay, this feels really bizarre.
Well, we don't have we don't have a Robin Williams anymore, sadly, and that guy was do whatever you wanted him to.
But we do have other great voice actors.
You're right. You're right.
Why don't we choose them? I've had this
draw it in. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, because they don't draw it in. You're right about that because they don't draw it in. But at the same time, I feel like, but then you have disasters like this.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a disaster. Right? That's probably a stretch.
All right,
I would probably say it's in the 6 or 7s in my opinion, and that's roughly what I've been seeing, anyways, for critic scores as well.
So,
it's definitely a kids movie. I cannot emphasize it enough. It is not for me, and that's
not the SNL.
I was like looking back at my wife. Like I was looking at my wife when we were watching it, and we were both kind of like, "Are we bored? I think we're bored. I think we're really."
So we're gonna watch it because I think it sounds like my kids will like it once it comes.
Yeah, I'm sure they would like it. Yeah.
What I was gonna argue though is that Pixar has been putting stars in their movies. And they do pretty well. Like, look at the Cars film. They have Owen Wilson.
Yeah, but didn't Owen Wilson also do maybe Owen Wilson didn't do SNL, but
no.
I feel like they choose a lot of actors though that have had experience in that kind of range. Like
Tim Allen?
Doesn't he? Yeah, he's done. Hasn't he done voice acting, or was Pixar?
Countless
Buzz Lightyear.
Toy Story movies.
Is that his first one?
I'm just saying it might not be the actors, more so the film company who knows how to do it, right? So, like, I forget who partnered with Nintendo to make this movie, but Pixar's been doing it for 30 years.
Universal, Paramount. I don't know.
Is it Universal? Yeah. So I'm just saying, maybe that's part of it too. Just like the overall direction and production of it is the inexperience, right? Like Pixar knows what they're doing. They could take actors.
Oh, Illumination. That's what it was. Illumination. The people who did they did the Minions and whatever.
Yeah, so there's some pedigree there.
Guy. Yeah. So they've done a lot of movies. They've done a lot of movies.
Pedigree. So maybe then it is the actors they chose. Although Jack Black does seem to be pretty funny.
Jack Black did a decent job.
Well, Jack Black's done voice animation.
See, but that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't have like a Robin Williams. Jack Black's kind of close to that could just do that, right?
Yeah.
I do think, like just to circle back and agree with you, Alan, maybe those picks of voices weren't so great. Could have just got the guy that does Mario in the video game.
I think he's in it. I feel like there was a character that sounded like him, and it might have been in my head, but I think he's in it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure
there's a character that they definitely. It seemed like that was supposed to be him.
They did that with in The Last of Us with the.
Yeah, they pulled a couple people in there because even
Joel and Ellie.
Because I found out that Laura Bailey, who plays a character in the second game, she's in the first season as well, but she's like one of the doctors. Found that out later on. One of the
I saw like a tweet
mascot.
like that.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
But there's a reason.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, I think I know why. But anyways.
I mean, that's like huge spoiler territory.
Video games. We got video games. And he beat Wo Long.
Long. I beat Wo Long.
Long.
But it only.
But was it too long?
No,
dang it. That's a
No,
twofer. That's a
it was. It
double dad
wasn't.
joke.
It wasn't. It was good. It was a good length for the style of the game. I feel like if they tried to make it longer, it would start to feel like it dragged out. Um,
Oh, come
I
on. You
was.
can't just say it would have been too long. If it had been longer, it would have been too long. Why didn't you say
Oh
it?
boy, because puns
Get
are the
out of
lowest
here.
form of comedy.
Come on.
No, I'm not doing it.
Boo.
Uh,
Well, then
but
I'm going to say so long.
well, wait till I'm done with it, then you can say so long.
Oh.
But it just really made me want to play Neo again. Honestly, I don't feel like it was that good in terms of like myth and stuff like
You
that.
wish it was
So,
like they had just made Neo 3.
yeah, I just wish they had kind of been like, all right, here we go, we're gonna make Neo 3 again, because
Yeah.
I got done beating Wo Long and I instantly started playing Neo again.
The first one?
Second one. The second
Yeah.
one was way better than the first one. I don't know if I can pick up the first one again.
Yeah, I want to play. I want to play all those games. I still haven't done Elden Ring. I don't have the
Yeah.
time to do it, man.
Yeah,
I got to
no, I
do
mean-
bite-sized games.
Yeah, I know. You got 2 kids too.
Yeah,
I'm fortunate.
when I
enough to
pick up a
not have
game-
any, so
Like, yeah, I just when I play a game of that length, it's literally like, okay, when's the next checkpoint or save state, and that's it. Like that's all the time I got. It's like
yeah,
and it's saved. I'm
Yeah.
going to bed because I'm dead. I'm so tired.
yeah, I know what you mean.
But one day, I got the backlog of all those games like Ghost of Tsushima,
Oh my goodness.
Sekiro.
Oh, Ghost. Yeah, you got to do Ghost first. Ghost is still just an amazing game, man.
Okay.
I think
have you
that
played
one's
like
on the
is it the Plus
the
collection?
PlayStation Plus stuff. Yeah, I don't know if
It
it's on the
might be.
collection, but I think it's on a subscription.
Oh, the subscription.
Yeah, I think
There's
it's
a
on there now.
deluxe one though that I was thinking about getting that has like all the extras, all the bells
Yeah,
and
they
whistles for
put out a
PS5.
whole bunch of new stuff with it, like playing co-op and stuff.
Ooh,
And I
really?
haven't even tried that out. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
like,
cool.
Yeah.
Well, if I get into it, I'll hit you up and then we could try it.
Yeah. Let me know.
Well,
Sounds
so long.
good. Yeah, so long, woe long. We move on to I just threw this on here.
You did.
I got sparked on 3DS
How'd that
because
get in there?
I've been thinking about it all day. Yeah, I know, it just fell in from the heavens.
Just snuck in there.
3DS store and the Wii U eShop are both closed down now. They're officially gone, and I don't know if we've talked about it much besides it
Hello,
going to be
darkness, my
gone.
old friend.
And it is officially gone. So
They're gone.
now there
Can't enter
is.
codes. They
So
let
here
you
we can do
enter
it.
codes for like a week after if you had like a code with the
Yeah, I
standard.
heard about
but,
that.
but that's, I
Yeah.
think that's over too.
So here we are at an impasse, and this has been an interesting situation that
We've
I haven't
talked
really.
about
I
this
don't think we've
bit.
experienced this
Yeah.
before. Have we really experienced this before? I
Yeah.
think there was a shutdown
For the
of
Wii,
not this magnitude, though. Not this
No,
magnitude, because
no,
the Wii
you're right.
wasn't that big of a store.
We
Yeah, the
talked
Wii wasn't that
about
big
it,
of a
though.
store.
We talked
We've
about
talked
it when
about it,
Nintendo
yeah.
did it. Like,
Yes,
the
No,
well, Nintendo's doing it
Yeah.
again.
remember when Sony like threatened, I guess, or
But
teased
they
that they were
didn't
going to do
do
it?
They changed.
And then they're
Yeah,
like,
they
"Oh, never
changed their
mind."
mind. Yeah, they
Yeah.
changed their mind, and now their store is still up.
Which is
It's
crazy.
still
But it's
going.
you know how hard it is if you want to go buy something on your PS3, it is the most painful thing
Oh yeah, it's a pain in the
because you
butt.
can't do it on the website. You have to go through your PS3, and they haven't
It's-
updated that thing in
It's slow.
decade.
Yeah, it creeps along.
So you have to research it and then just know what you're searching for. Because I
Mm-hmm.
tried it, I was like, this is such a pain in the butt. Why? Like it's almost like, why is this open? To be honest,
Well,
But,
they were trying to get
you
rid of it, but everybody got mad, and so they decided
I
not to do
guess.
it.
I love that Nintendo stuck to their
I
guns,
guess.
though. To
They
be honest,
did.
like, look, we're closing it,
But-
suckers.
This is a pretty big impasse, and I didn't really think about it as much until I watched
Till
a Wolf.
closed?
Yeah,
Oh,
until it
okay.
closed, and I watched a video, and I posted it in our Discord actually.
Mhm.
And it was an interesting video because it's from Wolf Den on YouTube, and he does a lot of emulation and stuff, and so I watch his stuff a lot. And so I watched the video, and it got me thinking because he really made a lot of good points about there's a lot of DLC. There's games that you can
Yeah,
get, but you won't be able
that
to get
was
in
a
the
big part
DLC
of it.
anymore.
Yeah.
And like there's one he was talking about, which is the new Super Mario Brothers 2, which has DLC, but now you can't get that DLC unless you purchase a new one of the new Mario Brothers 3DS's 3DS's. They had a 3DS that came out that was supposed to go with it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It comes with the game and it comes with the DLC, and that's the only way to get that DLC now, unless you sail the open seas or pirate.
Or you have already purchased it and downloaded
Or you had
it.
already purchased it. Yeah, that's always a possibility.
I
But
mean, they gave you a year. They gave us a whole year warning.
if you bought a 3DS, recently, then you would never had a chance to get it.
Who's
But I thought that was interesting.
buying it now that wasn't aware? Like I get people, I get people coming to collecting, all the time, right? So someone's starting new, but like, okay, can finish your thought.
Anyways, all I was getting to was it's interesting to see that this DLC stuff. There's like a lot of maps and stuff for Fire Emblem as well that are locked behind DLC.
What was interesting about, I forget which one, but in Fire Emblem, you couldn't buy it unless you beat a certain amount of the game before it goes. Now you can purchase DLC
you're
stuff.
Talking about Fates?
Yeah,
you're talking about Fates. Fates did that.
What a pain if you're like, hey, I just want to get this DLC. Oh, and you got to play the game first.
Yeah.
Which there's another video by the completionist. He bought every game.
He bought everything. Yeah,
did you see that one too? Okay.
I didn't watch it, but I did see the video that I kept hearing about it. I need to go check it out. But all I was getting to, was that there's been a lot of people that have pulled together and been basically taking the digital files from the eShop and creating the H Shop, which is a hacked version that you can now put on your 3DS that gives you access to most, if not all, that was available on the eShop.
Nice.
So, I mean, for free,
you
obviously.
Have to mod your console?
You have to mod your 3DS to have it, yes. And I just found out recently, apparently the 3DS is one of the easiest consoles to mod. Like,
yeah,
I never have any issues with it. I mod mine. Yeah, it's really simple to mod, and I just upgraded my SD card recently to be able to hold more stuff. And this one always, whenever I use my 3DS, I'm always like, why can't everything else that I mod be like this? Everything just works.
Was it that easy?
Well.
I'm so held up by that. Like I used to do it a lot. We talked about it several times.
About modding,
but like those extra steps always just hold me up to where like I've sat down with the Wii and been like, what do I do now? Okay, I'm out. Like, I spent an hour looking into it.
For some reason is a pain. I don't know why, but the 3DS there's a good step-by-step guide, and it does take a bit to do. But then once you do it, it's like super simple. It's like you just upload the game and you just have it. And now with the eShop, with the H Shop, it's like you just go to the program and just download whatever game you want. You don't even have to do the other steps anymore.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm glad that's
super
there.
simple.
I just those you say it's super simple, but it's a whole extra thing.
Yeah.
I bought what I wanted and I was satisfied.
Good.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was there when it shut down, like, because I had some money still in my account. And I was like, I'll just get some virtual games. Like, I'll just get some virtual console games. And I was like trying to get a couple right before, and then sure enough, it shut it down. Like, it's no longer available. I was like, no.
I thought you had. For some reason, I was imagining you had your 3DS open, like a glass of Chardonnay, and you just like had your eShop open and just waiting until it just shut down and just took a sip.
No, I was trying to get more games. It was kind of sad though.
Way more stressful than that.
I got a couple that were literally listed this or last month too. I was like, I don't know why, but some guy developed them, made them, and posted them last month just before they closed. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get those because I doubt you're going to be able to get those anywhere else.
Yeah.
So.
And
But
that's the one thing is like the games that are stuck on the 3DS, which really suck for a lot of
quite a
people.
few.
Unless you're going to go on the. Did you see? Okay, so I don't know how true
Not
this is.
really able to
On
port them.
on Twitter, they kept saying that there was a lot of the surge when the eShop went down of 3DS games. Like they all went up, like 3DS the 3DS
Like the
prices,
physical
physical
games.
games. Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah.
started going up like
Oh
really
yeah.
quick.
hmm
As soon as the eShop went down, which
Almost
is
doubled.
crazy.
Almost every
Yeah.
game. Not every game, but like all the Fire Emblems doubled in price. They were all $20, $30. Now they're 60 to 80 easy. Yeah, and Kid Icarus. So I don't know if you guys know that one. Kid Icarus Uprising. I slept on that one. I was looking at it like 2 years ago, and it was around like $30-$40, and for like the big box one that comes with all the bells and whistles. And I was like, I'll get it when I get it. And I've waited too long, and now I think I bought it, but it was like $100 now.
Oh, wow.
I was like, man, I could have saved $60 easy. So yeah, like that one's only on 3DS, and the thing is, they can't really port those games because you need to have two screens. Like with the Wii U, that was the whole point of the Wii U, is that you could have those two screens, but they're done with that phase in Nintendo, and so like maybe they'll come up with a way to do it one day, but like, you know, you have to have the dual screen for most of those games. There's a lot of components
it really is
that require it, and unless, you know, a new Switch comes out that has that capability, then
I mean, the Switch has a
don't-
touch screen, so theoretically, if
you cut it in half.
Yeah, because did you ever play a DS game on the Wii U?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So at least what I remember is you'd have the entire both screens on on your hand in the handheld.
You could
have them
but
both on
that
the
was
screen.
You know, there's even problems with that, because there's and you know, this is like 1 in a million, but there's a puzzle in Zelda where you had to close.
Oh, you had to close it.
the
Yeah, that's a
screen,
whole other thing. Yeah,
right. So like, wait, I don't even know how they solved it because they never played that on the Wii U. But
I didn't play it on the Wii U. I know on emulators there's just a button for it. Like they have a
that's
little
probably
little command that you just press that goes.
It defeats
closes
the whole
it.
purpose, because you have to solve the puzzle. Like, how do you make these two things touch? Oh yeah, I put the screens together. Like, that's so clever.
It is.
So.
But anyways, so I was just thinking about it because I was messing with it today, because I put it on my 3DS and I was playing with it.
What games you get?
I've got quite a few, but mainly like I wanted to play a Mario game, so I got like New Super Mario Brothers. Even though I already own it, I already own this New Super Mario Brothers, and I already own the Super Mario Land that I got. But now I have them digitally because it's much easier than swapping my carts or taking different games.
It really is.
Oh man, there's no.
Now that I have all those games on my 3DS, like I haven't even looked at my physical games because I have like 50 games on there now. Like, oh, I can just play this till I die.
You probably could.
Probably.
But I wanted to. We skipped something that I wanted to go back to real quick because I had you guys watch, or at least I think Tomas watched it. Watch the Super Mario Brothers 1993 movie, and we talked about we talked about watching it. I watched it. Did you watch it, Kyle? I think you said you did not watch it.
I watched the movie Speed because I thought we were watching the original John Wick movie from the 90s, not the original Mario Brothers from the 90s. So it's the same plot.
All over the place. Is it though? I don't know what
I don't know. I've never
watched Speed.
You've never seen Speed? Shut up. You're lying.
I don't think so. The
so. Bus.
I can't think of anything. I know the bus, but I only know it from like Simpsons references
from all the
and
memes?
Family Guy references and memes. I don't know if I've actually seen the movie. I just know the memes.
That's crazy. I mean, it's actually not bad. It holds up if you just want a silly 90s action flick. But anyways, I didn't watch Mario Brothers 93.
I watched it.
I've seen it a bunch.
Yeah. I used to watch it a long time too. Yeah, because I think we watched it together because I swear. Okay, so I was thinking about this the other day, and I swear the first time I watched that movie, we rented it from the Country Store.
Probably.
And I don't know if that's true or not.
We were probably.
But I was thinking about it.
That sounds like
I would have been
what
6. I
happened.
don't think I would have. I don't know if I don't. So when it came out, but I don't think I watched it when it came out. I think I watched it way later.
Yeah, I remember when
Yeah.
it came out, but I don't know. I don't think I watched it right away.
Yeah, I think I watched it way later, and I think I remember either we found it or we rented it from the country store. I don't remember
I swear
because
you
that's how
owned
I
it at
watched
one
the.
point.
I thought I did too because I really liked that movie for a long time because that's how I watched Punisher as well. I just found it. That was the nice thing about going to movie stores. Is you could just find movies.
Yeah.
Not the Punisher, not any of the Punishers you're thinking about. The Punisher from like the
Warzone.
80s. I think it's from
Oh,
no, it's
with
like from
Dolph
the
Lundgren?
80s. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What the
I remember because I
thing?
was really excited about it. And there wasn't another Punisher movie out yet. This is before anything
Yeah.
else existed. So I was
There's
just like,
no standard.
okay, it's got to be good.
They-
Never heard of it. Found it at the movie store. There's no way this could be bad.
Yeah. Did you know there's a what's his face? Oh man, the leader of Shield. I totally blanked on his name.
Nick Fury?
Oh yeah, there's a Nick Fury movie.
Wesley.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I think I heard about that. But
Back-
I don't
back
remember
around
seeing,
that
I never
time.
saw it.
Yeah, nobody did.
Oh
was
man,
just
nobody did.
trash. Kurt Russell was in it.
Oh wow,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? And there's a Captain
That is
America
nuts.
movie.
I
I
knew
know
about
the Captain America movie. Yeah,
Okay.
I never saw it, but I
Okay.
knew about it. I've seen the memes.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyways.
so I watched it. It doesn't really hold up as well as I thought it did. It's been a while since I saw it.
The
I did
pacing's
watch
pretty bad,
the
huh?
extended edition,
What?
which was
Oh, was that the one you
so
sent?
apparently- Yeah, it's the one I sent was the
Okay.
extended edition.
Oh, that's why it was so long.
Yeah, it was the
Oh.
Morton Jankel.
Dude, when
cut.
you sent that, I thought it was spam. Dude, that all those words, and then the clip from it was like a dinosaur.
Yeah, what? I forgot that there was a whole dinosaur thing.
There's
It
a
was
whole
just-
dinosaur
Oh,
theme
my
going on in
word.
that movie.
That movie was just bonkers, dude. I got halfway
They
through
went
and
heavy.
fell asleep.
I forgot they went heavy on the
Hey,
dinosaurs.
There
Yeah.
was passion in that movie. Now it died about
Well,
partway through. It died
yeah.
about the movie
Yeah.
started filming, but there was passion in that movie somewhere.
If you
that just
recall,
kind of
though,
fell off.
dinosaurs were big at that time. Land Before
Oh, yeah.
Time, Jurassic
I think
Park,
Jurassic Park
No,
came
but-
out either that year or the year before that. When did Jurassic Park
around
come
that
out?
time. It
No,
was
but
around that
Yeah.
time.
when I was watching it, dude, I could totally see. Like, I was like, well, I can see that they were really trying to get a Turtles. Like, they were really trying to do like, I don't know. I felt like it was
I-
going off of what Turtles had
Yeah,
done.
it came out the
Oh,
same
yeah.
year as Jurassic Park, 1993.
That was the height
Jesus
of like
Christ.
dinosaur
Yeah,
mania.
Dinosaur.
man.
My
Yeah.
brother was all about it. Like they got into his brain.
I was too. I
and
remember
he
that.
was
Yeah, I
hooked.
love the dinosaurs.
I enjoyed
had
it, but
so
like
many,
they
I had
got.
so many Jurassic Park toys. I know
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, those were really fun. Capturing dinosaurs with the Jeep.
Yeah.
I remember I liked King Koopa's hair in that
Oh.
He
movie.
doesn't even look like King Koopa. He just
No, he
he's
didn't,
just
but I
weird.
liked his hair.
Like,
And I was really disappointed when they're
And he
like,
gets
"It's
stuck in the
Koopa," and it was just a
machine.
dude. It was just Dennis
Yeah.
Hopper, who, by the way, is
And-
also in Speed.
And he gets stuck in a machine, and nothing even happens to his head. But they stick Toad in the machine, and Toad's head comes out all crocodile. Like,
He's a Goomba.
yeah,
He's
it's
a
A
just,
crocodile
he's a-
Goomba.
he's a- I love the Goombas. I don't care what he says. Those are the highlight of that movie. Those
They were.
Goombas.
They had
Yeah.
their shoulders were so big.
yeah,
And they
it's
look
just
amazing.
ridiculous.
I just the puppeteering and Toad,
Okay,
his that
Who-
weird
but
goofy
who-
smile he always has on when he's
But
is a
who-
Goomba.
But who saw the Mario video game and went, "That's how Goombas are gonna look"?
Well, that was the
Like-
thing. Is that the time is
It was
there was no real
dinosaurs.
story for Mario Brothers, so
Yeah.
they
But
just
he's
kind of
talking
had to
about the
come up
look.
with something.
they had a look
And-
though.
I think there was other movies at the time that didn't really stay close to the source material and just kind of did their own thing.
Yeah, probably.
And that's
Yeah.
what they
Yeah,
that's
but
what they did,
But the
which was
look,
I don't know if it was yeah.
Yeah, but the look is
Like,
really.
I
kinda
get the whole story, right? I'm not mad about the story, the liberties they took, but we were trying to talk about this on Discord and it just wasn't coming through. So my thing was that whole scene with Toad where like Toad comes on screen. You're like, oh, Toad, I know that name. And you're like, oh, it's just another dude.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And then he gets turned into a Goomba, and you're like, wait a minute, that's a dinosaur. I know the word Goomba. I don't see a Goomba. I was just so confused watching it. Like, like, I remember looking around like, is this the right movie? Did this Mario Brothers movie turn into another movie? Did something happen? Like, because I'm so confused.
I still love it, but it is definitely a good bad movie, if that's what.
That's a good way.
It's a good bad movie. So it's a bad movie, but it's something you can laugh at and enjoy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what Tomas mentioned earlier, that he said Luigi always has a red sweater.
Yeah, did you notice that, Al?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you even get to when they went to the nightclub?
No, I didn't even get
that. Yeah, because I think he has a
that's
yellow.
When they get the boots, right?
Yeah, they get the boots. They don't even. I think one of them has an orange suit, and the other one has like a yellow suit.
Oh yeah.
It's not until about 45 minutes till the end when they finally get like not even overalls. They get jumps. What do they call it?
I know what you're talking about.
The one piece suits, the one piece, whatever they're called.
Suits,
yeah. So they're wearing those that are the different colors. They look pretty good in that. I think they look cool.
Yeah, but like the beginning of the movie, Mario is in a green jacket. Mario is in a green jacket.
The names.
And Luigi Mario is in a green, a red.
I love
sweater.
that. I love that part where like you mentioned they just took liberties because there was no story, but they put no effort into the name.
And they're not brothers either. They specifically say they're not brothers, which is.
But they don't explain what they are. They never explain
it. That was the whole point. They're nothing. Basically, Mario adopted Luigi is what happened.
Yeah, they say Mario adopted Luigi, so he's like his kid.
But not really.
That movie. To be fair, though, that movie did make me really like John Leguizamo. Because he was he has such a good energy in it. But
he really does.
The thing that made me mad about going back to those boots was that when this movie came out, there was no internet. At least we didn't have internet, and there was no Google, that for sure. So looking up stuff just wasn't a thing. So when you see this movie and you go, "Oh crap, there's boots!" I hadn't even played all the games yet. I was like, "There's boots in these games that I got to go get." And there's a sock. There's a sock at number 3.
It's a sock,
that does a little bit extra jumping boost, but there are no boots in the Mario video games, which is fine.
I thought there was one with a little gear on the back of it.
Gear? I don't know what you're talking about. But I was just
it's right here. It's the Goomba shoe. Goomba's shoe.
You're talking about the sock? The green sock?
It's not a sock, it's a boot.
You look it up in the manual. It says sock. I'm not kidding you, because I spent years trying to find these boots that make you fly. And there's no such thing.
This is the Goomba's shoe. It says
what?
I don't know, maybe in the manual
it says Mario Wiki?
Nintendo Wiki.
No, it's unofficial.
It's okay, sorry. I don't know. It could be. It could have said sock. The manuals are weird. There's no doubt about it, especially the English manuals. Sometimes they took some heavy liberties trying to figure stuff out. So it's very possible they might have called it a sock. But anyways, doesn't matter.
Oh, the wind-up key. That's what you're talking about. The gear. Yeah. That's what I was getting at. It's a sock. It's not a shoe.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you.
Maybe it is a boot. But either way, I guess that's what they were going for in the movie, but those boots were OP in the movie.
I don't think those were. I think they were just trying to give an explanation for the jumping. Is all I was thinking. That's all they were doing.
But they're like, oh, we forgot. That's all he does is jump.
Yeah. He's literally jump man.
We better put this in the movie. Yeah. So it is a good cheesy movie.
Yeah, I like it. So you said you had some questions, Tomas. What are your questions for this film?
I fell asleep halfway through. So maybe
modern classic.
it would answer my questions. at one point. But
You
like,
do know it did peak Amazon sales. Like it was crazy.
yeah.
They couldn't. I don't know if they couldn't keep it
Oh,
on the
did it
shelves, but it
really?
was selling like hotcakes. Yeah. But anyways,
Well, like,
continue.
What?
well, like, okay, like
Recently?
Yeah, recently, when this new movie came out, for some reason, this film, the 1993 version, started selling like crazy on Amazon.
Huh.
The
Yeah, that makes
DVD.
Well,
sense, I guess. Yeah, the DVD.
well,
Yeah.
anyways, like, so in the beginning, it shows like some woman giving birth or something, and there's like all
She
the
was taking
nuns.
her egg to the nuns.
Okay, but was that in the real world or was that in
It was
the
in the
fake
real world. She took her egg because she was the queen and was running away from Koopa.
So
So
that
you
was
didn't see
in
the
New
whole
York.
movie. You missed.
That
There's
was-
so much explanation.
Oh, your life
So,
would have
okay.
been changed, man.
All right. Well, anyways, the next thing that like really got me was like, is so this dystopian Earth, is it like inside the Earth or did they?
So what happened is the meteor
or-
came down and it hit Earth and quote unquote killed the dinosaurs, but it didn't really kill them. It made it split the dimension in two.
Dimensions,
It-
yes, dude,
yeah,
it's
and
so
so you have-
simple.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have one side, the mammals evolved, and the
Yeah.
dinosaurs went extinct. While the other side, the mammals went extinct, and the mammals went extinct. The dinosaurs evolved.
So is
Uh-huh.
can you only get to this dimension
Through-
the rock?
Through toilets.
No,
Well, no,
you
they
gotta
go
go through
through
the
a rock.
portal. You gotta go through the portal because you need the rock to go through the portal. And there was a disturbance that was opened up when they
Of course.
in the pipes when they go down below.
Okay, so when
See, through the pipes. That's what.
Yeah,
when-
it's the pipes.
when the
Always
woman's
follow the
giving-
pipes. Follow the fungus.
So when the woman's
Trust
giving
the
birth-
fungus.
Hold on. So when the
That
woman's
never
giving
paid off
birth-
either. That's so
Yeah,
stupid.
they give him a bomb.
That's it.
So when the
All that
It didn't do
for that.
anything though. It
Exactly.
blew up
It
Bowser,
didn't
but it
do
did nothing.
They didn't do
Exactly.
anything with it. But anyways, so when this woman's giving birth, right?
She didn't give
with her
birth.
egg.
She laid an
Okay,
egg.
she brought her egg. Okay, whatever.
Birdo.
This woman laid an egg in New York.
You know, I never thought about that she laid the egg until you just said it. You put the words together.
Yeah,
I didn't really
you
think
said it
about
out
it.
loud.
Now I'm like
Was that-
envisioning it, like
You
how
can't
that
even-
could even feasibly
I can't even
possible.
get through one question about this.
So was that real New York that she laid
Yes,
an egg?
it was real New York. She ran away with the meteorite because Koopa
Okay.
needed it to merge the worlds.
Okay, so what? Why is everyone okay with her laying an egg in a church?
Because she's a dinosaur. Okay, that is the weird part. I will admit. They did take the egg into the place and watched it hatch, which is really bizarre, and then raised
Yeah.
the child and told no one,
Yeah.
which is like, kind of weird. I won't deny that. That seems
I
like
feel
something that you would
like-
tell
yeah.
somebody.
I feel
didn't
like
think
when
about
your
that.
church, is based off of like,
Was that
fearing
Yoshi?
the devil and stuff like that.
Yeah, Yoshi's in it. The movie.
don't
He's in it
know-
multiple times.
That he didn't come out of the egg though.
Anyways,
No, he
No.
didn't come out of the egg.
it was the
Oh.
girl, wasn't it?
Baby
The
came
girl's
out of the
the
egg.
egg.
Yeah, the girl. Yeah,
Oh.
Daisy. She comes out of the egg.
Yeah.
A human
Yeah,
human.
baby.
came out of the egg. Okay.
Not-
you
not
gotta watch. We
Peach.
gotta watch the movie. We're going to somebody's house and watching this movie, and it's time.
Apparently, there's more than
It was
I
Daisy,
thought I knew it all.
not Peach, though. That was also confusing.
So
Yeah.
the
I
nice
was
thing about
like-
this cut too is because they put a lot of the deleted scenes. There's actually more exposition for a lot of the things.
But
So you
it
get
still
more
doesn't make a lot of
information,
sense.
Which
It still doesn't
so
make
there's-
sense, though.
It's not always a good thing, but
Yeah, like
that-
the,
I still
the-
there's a lot here for sure. But
they never like the goons don't have any rhyme or reason for who they kidnap. They just kidnap people.
no. You gotta watch the damn movie. Oh my goodness.
he made it halfway
Daisy,
through.
They're looking for Daisy specifically, but the problem is because they're dinosaurs and they can't tell the difference between the different humans. So all they're looking for is a woman with 2 arms and 2 legs and a head. That's what they say. They specifically say that.
That's fair.
So
That's
why
fair.
All right, that
steal-
part must have gone over me. I'm sorry. That part must have gone over
That
me.
is easy to miss. There's a lot you can miss
Yeah.
easily that they don't explain
And
very
why-
well.
Why did they give Toad a harmonica when he turned into a
Yeah,
a
see,
Goomba?
I don't get any of that.
Toad was supposed to have a bigger role in the movie. There's actually a lot of cool information about that, but they did give it. They kept getting cut less and less and less, and to the point where, he was just the guy that was singing the song, the rebellious song, and then gets turned into a Goomba.
Yeah. So does Koopa ever turn into an actual Koopa? Because they show his eyes
Yes,
go like whoop,
dude.
but then
Oh my
He
gosh.
turns into a dinosaur at the end. Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta watch it. Yeah,
I
it's-
didn't make it to the end. I
You
fell
got-
asleep.
Which was also disappointing.
yeah.
Because it was just a dinosaur. It wasn't
is
Koopa.
anticlimactic. Yeah, it's
Oh,
not.
it was
like a
He's
T-Rex.
He's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, he specifically says
Oh.
he evolved from a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He
here,
should have evolved
now
from like a
that-
snapping turtle.
now that we've solved the mystery about the dimensions, I've realized that Dennis Hopper plays the villain in the Mario Brothers dimension, but also the villain in the movie Speed. So whatever dimension you're in, he's just out to blow people up.
I mean, I think Dennis Hopper's dead.
Yeah,
by
he
the
passed
way.
away
He
a
died.
while
Yeah,
ago.
he passed away a little while ago. Yeah.
He did,
Um,
but he was great. He was good. I'm not like trying to bring him down.
No, yeah.
I like him.
If you're
in
looking for
pretty much
if you're
everything
looking
I've
for a
seen
good
him in.
pair of shoes, though,
Socks.
there's a pair of Mario Brothers shoes out now, so you should check
Really?
those out.
Are
Yeah,
you-
when I was looking, I'm being completely serious, and they look very uncomfortable. But check
They
them
make
out.
you jump like the girl. in the
No,
beginning of
they
the movie,
don't,
that,
and
like,
they're anticlimactic. I can show you a picture of them if you'd like in chat in our
Aw.
Discord.
You are being
But,
silly.
They are anticlimactic and they look terrible. But anyways, so
it
that
for
was
kids?
that's I don't know. I don't know
So
if they
speaking
are.
of
They
bad
just
movies-
popped up on my thing, but anyways,
So speaking of bad movies, I have a good
Uh-oh.
movie for you guys to watch that you guys need to see if you haven't seen.
I'll make sure to watch it and fall asleep halfway through.
Okay, you do that if you can, because this movie they're not going to be able to. Have you guys seen Inside Man?
No.
Wait, who's in it?
It's with Denzel Washington, Clive Owen, Judy Foster, William Dafoe. It's got some amazing names in it.
God, it sounds so familiar.
Christopher
Yeah, oh man.
Plummer.
So that came out around the time
in
with like
2006.
all those movies, like those the cover arts all look the same.
Oh, they look the same. Yeah,
So like taking
Yeah.
his Pelham 1, 2, 3.
guys with guns, possibly bank robber. I don't
There's a
know.
target on him.
Well,
Who
who
could it
knows?
be? No, I have not seen it.
This cast is an star-studded A+ cast, and it's directed by Spike Lee, dude.
Oh, it's a Spike Lee
So-
joint, huh?
Yeah, it's great. It's really fun to watch. Oh, maybe I'm the only Spike Lee lover around here. Is that what's happening here?
I don't even know what Spike Lee has done.
You,
What?
Alan, need to, wow. Oh my god.
Really? Well, he hasn't seen Speed either, so
I haven't
Yeah,
seen Speed, man.
That's true.
Looks like he did Malcolm X, maybe. That's what popped up.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Oh boy.
the movie,
He's got a
The-
lot, man. A lot of great ones.
7 joints of Spike Lee.
Yeah. So all
What?
his
Where are you getting these
all
movies?
his movies.
I googled Spike Lee, and I'm getting like "Do the
It
Right
doesn't-
Thing."
It doesn't
Is
say.
that
Yeah,
one of them?
right thing. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Classic. I mean, it's a movie about its time. He did do Malcolm X, but the thing
Mhm.
with Spike Lee is he doesn't say it's a Spike Lee movie. It's a Spike Lee joint.
The joint.
Oh, okay.
He did Old Boy.
Oh, did he do that
We
remake
did Black
of it though?
Klansman. I like
I don't
Black
know if it was
Klansman. I
the
saw that
remake.
one.
It was,
Yeah, it was the remake.
yeah, that one. It was a shot for shot remake, so it was fine. But have you
Mhm.
seen the original Old Boy?
Yeah, the
Oh.
original is really good too.
It is rough.
They made a new Raid also. If you guys haven't seen that, Raid 2.
Raid.
I need to see that.
Amazing.
No, I did not know that.
Well, I looked at the list of the movies he made, or the best movies he made, and I did see
Love and
Black Klansman,
Basketball?
so
Which
that's
one?
the only one I saw on the list. Black
Black
Klansman.
Klansman.
Oh,
That's the
how
one
was
I
that
saw.
one? That's a more recent one.
I think I remember
I
being
actually
pretty
don't
good.
think I have seen that one.
Yeah,
I don't remember much from it, so maybe not. I don't know.
I'll have to check out.
I remember
Anyways,
enjoying it.
There's a lot of Denzel
So
movies.
without spoiling too much, though, I haven't seen a Denzel movie for a while.
Well, I mean, how old is it? I mean, I
Well, it's
guess you
2006.
want us to watch it, so I don't know. Is there anywhere to stream it?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Okay, it is on Netflix. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you gotta get it.
I didn't know if you were trying to make us dig into his like.
No, I'm
obscurity.
not making you
You gotta
dig
find
deep.
the
No.
laser disc, friend.
Make me dig that
Are
deep.
there any Laserdisc exclusives? Because no, don't tell me because I'm gonna want to collect it. I
Probably
love
is.
Laserdisc.
Yeah.
It's such a stupid, clunky
It is a
thing.
ridiculous thing. It's like this weird combination between vinyl and DVD.
The biggest CD you've ever seen.
Anyway,
double-sided.
So that's just my real quick soapbox. I think you guys should see it. It's freaking awesome. Go watch it.
I'm gonna check it out now.
It's as good as Speed.
Well, that's pretty easy to do. I mean, you got Denzel in it. It's already better.
Yeah, I mean,
I do like
William
Denzel.
Dafoe. William Dafoe too does a really good job in it.
Yeah, William Dafoe is pretty cool.
Jodie Foster does a really good job as well. She makes you hate her really right off the bat.
Yeah, she's good at that.
God. Yeah,
she's surprisingly good at that. Clive Owen's
real good.
Pretty good too.
Clive Owen, I like Clive Owen actually better than Nicolas Cage, but
is that a comparison?
Yeah, it's definitely a comparison.
I mean, Nicolas Cage is his own thing, though.
He is, but I feel like if you take Clive Owen and you take Nicolas Cage and you stand far enough away, they look like the same.
It's like two totally different ways of styles of acting, though.
Yeah, it's true. Nicolas Cage is much more energetic.
They do look the same, though. I'll give you that.
They do. Anyways, so I'm done. I'm kicking this away from me. Who wants to stand on it?
All right. I'll take it for a little bit. I just want to talk about vinyl for a little bit.
Yeah, just sound really excited while you do it, Alan.
I will.
I'm so bummed.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. I'm just gonna step away now. I've been watching vinyls. I've been getting the Coheed vinyls. I've got 5 now, and I have a 6th one coming in June because they were doing a repress.
How do you mail those? I would be so nervous.
I did get so I've actually got all of mine online except for one. And the ones from Amazon came mailed in like a box that fit them pretty tight. And then I actually bought 2 of them used, and they mailed them in a box as well together. But there's actually specific boxes you can get for them. It seems like they're using like unique boxes that are for vinyl. So they're like the exact size, and they're very like tightly fit. Yeah, and bubble wrap in them to try to protect them.
I get nervous sending out GameCube games, and it's like, man, a vinyl.
Yeah.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, it's been very interesting, and I did actually get a turntable too. So I've been experimenting with that great. Now.
How do you like it?
I just got it today. Like it.
Oh wow!
It got here, and I set it up, and then like right afterwards, I was parenting. So
that's why it came on late.
I didn't get to do much.
From us, that was the real reason.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't get to do much with it. Unfortunately, but I will be probably messing with it after this some more. So, and I'm really interested in giving and trying it out. And I got a refurbished one from Audio something. I can't remember what's trying to Audio Technica. There we go. So it's not the best one, but it's from what I keep hearing, it's like the best newbie friendly one at a reasonable price. Yeah. So that's what I got. And I got some speakers coming in too whenever they decide to come in. But
you got
what I was really getting at, yeah, well, I got a pretty nice one. I did my research because I was afraid. I
You
was like,
usually do.
I'm not gonna get something that's gonna ruin my records.
Oh
There's
yeah.
there's no point in doing that.
Well, for
That's
a
just a
while
bad
there,
idea.
they were selling them at Target, and I mean, this was years ago. Where it was just all built in.
There's
It had a CD
uh
player. It
oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
had a vinyl, and maybe even a
Mhm.
tape deck. This was probably a while ago now, but that's what I envision when I hear people say they get
It had a floppy disk
a,
drive.
yeah,
It had a walkie-talkie.
floppy disk.
Well, because the cassette craze is coming back right now too.
I can't
Like I
believe
thought
that.
about that for 2
That's
seconds, and I was
insane.
like, cassettes are awful. They sound
Yeah,
awful.
And
they
nobody
sound
has a way
so
to play them.
bad.
Nobody. Like CDs,
Yeah.
fine. Even
Yeah.
vinyl is around, but nobody has a cassette player anywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody does.
Well, they are
Nobody
coming
wants
back, like the little bits here and there,
So
and
is
like I know there's
Polaroid pictures, man.
yeah,
crazy.
Polar pictures kind of makes sense though, because at least you have a physical thing. I get it, because you take a picture of somebody or with somebody, and you want to give that to them, you're gonna have to like
Yeah.
send it to them through your phone, which is still
And-
easy. So I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Well,
it's
also
still-
though with the Polaroid, well, also
They're
though
good
with
for
the Polaroid,
kids, I guess, that don't have phones. For the
well,
phone.
also though,
But they're
with the
expensive.
Polaroid, you can do
They
some
are.
like
They are
crazy
stupid expensive.
cool. You can do some crazy cool pictures with the Polaroid though that you can't do with digital and things like that. That
Well,
just
like
I don't
what?
know. To me, it just looks better. Grayscales look better on a Polaroid.
On a Polaroid?
I think they do.
Like you're talking about,
Maybe
you're
I'm
talking about the
saying
one
the
that
wrong thing.
like
Maybe
like
I'm saying the wrong
where you
thing.
shake it like a Polaroid picture. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're
those?
talking about. Maybe I'm
Like-
saying the wrong thing that's in it, Al. Chill out,
I'm
man.
curious. No, I'm honestly curious because I've always felt that the Polaroid pictures are like some of the worst quality. You're sacrificing quality for convenience of it. You having it immediately. I could be mistaken, but that's what I've always understood. When my grandma always had a Polaroid camera.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. We have one, and they're
Yeah.
pricey. It's fun for the kids, but the quality is terrible.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
see
why I'm
anything.
surprised. I was actually curious if it's
I'm
like
just
why
looking it up.
that you liked it.
I'm looking it
Anyways,
up again.
So we'll come back to your
Fine.
Polaroid picture. But what I was trying to get at was I thought I got away from this crazy scarcity thing, and I'm apparently going into vinyl, you're diving right into it, into the mouth of the beast.
Oh, yeah,
apparently, because it's even worse.
Dude.
They were making a repress of their first album. And then, granted, they've only I think they've only had the original, and they had a re-release, and they've only had a couple of them. It's been very limited, and so it's a very rare vinyl, and they're like you can get you upwards of $400 trying to find them.
Oh Lord!
So when they said they were going to repress it like massively this time, so that way they're trying to make it so more people can just get it.
Cool. I love
without
that.
having any issues. But so one of the companies that was doing it was like, well, we're going to do a limited press. It's going to like be different colors. It's going to be like 2,500 copies. And we're going to sell it on our site at this time. And so you can go there and go buy it. So I did that. And I got put in line. From what I heard, it lasted about 20 seconds, maybe, if you were lucky to get in.
What?
And immediately they were on eBay.
Oh
there was
yeah,
tons of them on eBay.
Isn't that the worst? Yeah,
It's just like,
and they don't even have them in hand yet.
No, they're
Like,
just
I'll ship it
selling
to
them.
you when I get it. Yeah, yeah. Same
Which
with
is-
look at the Zelda game right now. It's not even out yet, and all the pre-ordered games, all the collector's editions are up on eBay. It's like, dude,
Yeah, because I've actually looked for the collector's edition a little bit to try to maybe get it for my kid.
oh
But
gosh,
it's every time I even see it, it's like, nope, it's been gone. It's been gone. So,
you know what? Since you've been gone, you know what I did with that game? I bought those vouchers. You know the 2 digital vouchers Nintendo has.
I should have got them, but I don't think I did. And I don't know if
They're
you can still get them.
You can
but
still get them. It's
good,
$100
because
and
I
you
might,
get.
because that one's 70, so
It's
that one's
70,
right there
dude.
makes it much better. Yeah.
So that means you get another game for $30 essentially, because you pay
Yeah.
$100. So yeah, and that that's what I did. And so that way, I'm just going to download it. I don't have to go chase, because I don't. I'm sure the game's going to be available, physical.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure it'll be massively available. It's not going to be hard to find.
But
The collector's edition maybe,
the
but the game
collector's
itself will be
edition,
easy.
no, you're not going to find that one out in the wild.
No.
Unfortunately, it's like the PS5 all over again, and it's really
This
frustrating.
is the resurgence of Zelda right now. So it's like you had Breath of the Wild was
They
like
are,
you had
yeah.
Zelda fans, and then Breath of the Wild came out, and it was like holy crap!
They are
It just blew up.
reprinting some amiibos too, or whatever, remaking.
I have been seeing that too.
Which is cool.
Some old amiibos.
Some of those were getting like really pricey.
Yeah.
So just to kind of like your vinyl, like you were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just interesting to see something like that happen and so quick. But anyways, did you have something you were trying to say, Tomas, before we moved on to Kyle?
Yeah. Did you realize what a Polaroid is?
Yeah, it's for soft images. The Polaroid is better, and the Polaroid is also better for shadows and dark textiles.
Soft images.
Oh, he just dropped the mic on you, dude.
Oh,
did you hear that?
Like it.
He just said boom. Drop the mic.
It wasn't my intention.
So long, suckers.
It's better for soft images, so like the image is really crisp, but then along the edges you kind of have like this fade out. And it's better apparently for dark shadows and dark textures.
And that's been our episode of Photography BS. Hopefully you can join us next week.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Tomas. I couldn't confirm or deny that. It's an interesting idea, though.
If you say so, is what I'll say.
It's just what I saw on the website, and it also says it's really good for first-time photographers.
Well, yeah, because you get your picture right away. Yeah, so it makes it easy to see the results.
Yeah,
of what you did.
My kids just take pictures of the floor because they're little, and it's like, hey, that was like a $4 picture, bud. Let's point it up next time. They're expensive right now because they're, like you said, it's
niche, yeah.
And they don't produce them in mass quantities like they used to. And like if you have an old digital camera right now, people are buying those. It's crazy. I was at Goodwill the other day. Speaking of vinyl, Alan, and I saw. This guy was just like digging through everything. He had like a stack ready to go.
Ooh, yeah.
My gosh.
I've done that too. Been going around the thrift stores. Usually you find nothing but trash. But
this guy was digging.
Yeah,
he found something.
People like that.
If you go, when they pull the stuff out, if you go early enough, I don't know all the rounds. Like
it's weird.
I don't even find video games anymore because Goodwill sends them to their eBay store, which is frustrating. So I hit up Goodwill every once in a while, but I literally don't even find video games at all. Not even like cheap Wii games anymore. There's nothing. They're just immediately sent to whatever sells on eBay. So I just go, I find weird stuff and TVs.
We went out to Cheesecake Factory not too long ago, and there was like a secondhand store nearby, and we went there. And I was just looking around at just everything, just because I like to go to them just to see what they have. And there was a guy who had somehow found a whole bunch of video games, and he had stacked them, and he was like checking each one online. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you just doing that?
Yeah.
So nobody can look at the video games? You're just going to look at them all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, I don't really like where that scene has come to. With that,
yeah, it's disgusting. I don't get it anymore. But whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Anyways, Kyle, why don't you wrap us up with your box there?
My soapbox. So it kind of transitions well into what we're talking about, where my thing is setting goals, and it's something I've been talking with my community group from church about, and obviously with my wife first and foremost. But like I don't know if I've talked about this, but we've had Chris on the show before, and he's someone I coach with, and he knows about this obviously. But I've actually stepped away from coaching basketball after this season, and I've realized that to get the team where we want it to be, I have to be all in or not at all.
Uh-huh.
And all in means year round.
Yeah.
Like they're still going currently, even though the
Uh-huh.
season's over. They're doing travel ball, and that will lead directly into summer tournaments, which will lead into fall conditioning, which will lead into the next winter season. So it's literally
Yeah.
year-round sport now. If you want to compete, we could be crappy all we want and stay where we're at. But anyways, I realized I want to go all in, but I've already sacrificed too much time with my family. And so
Uh-huh.
my goal for next year is to spend more time with my family. And so it's just it's been really difficult to make that sacrifice with something I
Yeah.
really love. And it's just one step in setting that goal of, at least for the next, several years, until those kids start going to school full time, maybe not even then.
Mhm.
Once they hit middle school, and Alan, you might be able to speak to this. Once they hit middle school, I'll probably go back into coaching
Yeah.
in some capacity, because they're going to be becoming their own people at that point. But when they're at this stage, there's a lot of days I didn't even get to see them, like, at all, because they would be
Yeah.
asleep before I left for work and in bed after my game, and that just tore me up. And so I just sat down and we looked at our goals for where we want to go in life. And you could literally count the days you have with your kids at this young age, because, like I
Yeah.
said, once they get to middle school, I work with middle schoolers. They're the worst. They're like the worst humans
Yeah.
on earth. And once they get to high school, they're a little bit better. They start, and then once they get to adults, then they become their own person, and it's a lot nicer. But so I just want to be there during those developmental years and
Mhm.
see them, man. To see those kids laugh and smile and enjoy Easter. So that's just,
Yeah.
I recommend everybody do it. Just,
Yeah.
and the thing is, you write them down too, but they don't have to be set in stone, right? You write it down and it can
Yeah.
change, right? So, like, maybe I coach in a different capacity. Maybe I do one day a week next season,
Mhm.
because I was talking to Chris and he's like, I want you to be part of the team still. Like, we'll figure something
Yeah.
out for you, because we really want you, and it's nice to be wanted. But
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, and I want to get my credential for teaching. So it's like, how the heck am I
Mm.
supposed to do that and coach and all that? So
Yeah.
yeah,
For sure.
set some goals, plan ahead, because my wife and I reached our 5-year goal, and we're kind of at it. We're like, oh, hey, we
Awesome.
kind of did most of everything we wanted when
Yeah.
we got married 5 years later. Now here we are. We're like, oh, we need to we need to do it again. So yeah, I mean, we're blessed. We really are. So I recommend it. Sit down and take the time to do that, and then do it. So
It's a good idea. I like it. All right. Set some goals. Well, I think this has been a good cast, and I think we'll see you in 2 weeks. And all right,
hopefully not
I'm
a
just
month.
rambling now. Yeah, not a month. We're gonna try to keep it consistent. We had a little bit of some break here and there, but we'll see you next
Spring
time.
break.
Have a good day. Yeah, spring
Yep.
break for
Bye.
sure. Later.
So long.